Hi, my name is Andrew Hamilton, and I am doing my presentation on obesity. Now, what obesity is simply is a disproportionate amount of weight to height, which is caused from a buildup of fat, also known as adipose tissue. It's a plague that honestly affects a third of the population of the United States and many more across the world, especially countries such as China or very densely populated poverty-stricken places. And it's caused by several factors. It can be caused by your behavior, your community or where you live, and your economic status. These three all go together because they influence one another to make a decision on what to eat and do for the day. For example, for behavior, it can be caused from a lack of exercise and your type of diet. Well, if your diet is caused by you don't have enough money for healthy food, that ties into economic status. And if you work too many hours and you don't have any time to exercise, or if you have an office job that you can't help but stick in and you sit for 9-10 hours a day, you're not getting enough exercise, which that relates to your behavior caused by your economic status. Now, your community and environment mostly affects what options of food you have around you. For example, if you have a McDonald's 1 mile from home compared to a Whole Foods that's 10 miles from home, not only is the Whole Foods more expensive, tying back into your economic status, but also it's so far that maybe you had a long day and you're very busy, economic status, and you don't have time to go out and get those groceries. Maybe you don't have at home the ability to cook those ingredients that you buy at Whole Foods. You need something that's prepared on the spot for you, such as McDonald's. And the ratio between McDonald's and Whole Foods or other healthy alternatives in areas where they really need that amount of nutrition is abysmal. Now, the problems obesity can cause are far and wide. They can cause strokes, heart failures, anything to do with the circulatory system. It's just really bad. And diabetes, of course, and certain types of cancer. This is all caused from the type of strain that the additional weight and what you're made of causes your body. The more adipose tissue you have, it's going to lead to blood clots and just additional stress on your heart. Your heart will have to work harder all of the time, and it will give out much faster than a heart of a healthy human being. And here we have a diagram of what it can do. Now, most of these are caused by additional weight and just more components in a certain area of the body that needs to be thinner or have more room to breathe. For example, if the fat is too heavy in the neck, it can cause sleep apnea and snoring. It can cause lung diseases because of blood clots, and it's very difficult to breathe with all that weight, especially if you're trying to perform high exercise with all that weight. Your oxygen debt will, of course, become increasingly more drastic than someone that exercises and is a lot thinner for their height. Now, it can also cause liver diseases due to the quality of food that you have to digest to become obese in the first place, such as very fatty acids or extremely high amounts of sugar. And it can cause cancer of several types: breast, uterus, colon, you name it. And it can also cause arthritis. It causes dozens of problems in the knees because of that additional weight that mostly concentrates in your belly. Therefore, when you're walking, your knees are not made to support all of that weight, especially if you're not that tall. So you can develop knee problems and chronic pain very quickly that is permanent damage, and that never goes away. You can also have certain female disorders with your fertility and abnormal periods due to the nature and quality of foods that you're digesting. The nutrients are just not good enough for a baby to support. And your pancreas will, of course, suffer, and above all, your heart for working harder, and the abnormal lipid profile and the high blood pressure. Simply put, your heart, your body, entire body just isn't made to support that amount of weight with such a low amount of nutrients. The malnutrition, in addition to needing your body to work harder with nutrients that it can't do anything with, just leads to organ failures all across the board. And these are my references, and I hope you enjoyed this presentation. I hope you have a wonderful day.